Okay, I feel like I'm overdue for an update. Today is Wednesday, July 21st, and I have got a little sun today, I guess, but um so yesterday I guess was kind of the big day, and I did get on here to make a recording of it because I was busy doing a lot of other things. Um I think since the last time I made a recording officially, uh my movers came and moved furniture from the old house, the marital property, to my new little rental. And that was a big move, big busy day, morning of work. And glad that's over. I have a couple pieces over there that once the house sells, I'd like to have here, but if they make it here, well, one of them is my bed, and I do need a real bed. Right now, I have this day bed that's been in my workspace at the other house, and it's a twin bed. I got a better mattress for it than it came with originally, and it'll do. And I have a queen size air mattress in the other bedroom, so I have places to sleep. If I haven't slept over here yet, and I probably will start sleep. I know I will start sleeping over here on Monday. This weekend we're going out of town tomorrow morning. So tomorrow night might be my last night or tonight might be my last night at the other house. I mean, it won't have to be, but it probably will be, at least officially. And I haven't unpacked one box in this house yet. But I have rearranged a few things, and I put my sewing machine in the cabinet so it's protected, and a few things here and there, just rearranging. But that is going to have wait till after basically August 1st, I think. I hurt my knee moving last week, all my stuff, and I've been trying to be careful with it today, but it's CBD ointment and ibuprofen have got me through today, so hopefully next couple days while we're on this trip, it will have time to rest and it will get better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So that's just the minutia of what's been going on, but what the deeper stuff, I'm still getting used to the sounds of this neighborhood, so I'm sorry if I keep like looking away like a meerkat, but I can't see the street from here, which is nice to be up above the street a little bit. So okay, enough about the minutia of my day to day. What the big thing that happened yesterday? First thing yesterday morning, my husband and I went to UPS store because they have notaries there, and you don't need to make an appointment to sign and notarize our final divorce decrees that have to be filed with the court, the county clerk. So we went and did that first thing in the morning because he was very adamant it had to be done before we left for Michigan. And I wasn't real sure, and I'm still not 100% sure about the reasoning why, but mine is not to question the reasons why, I guess. And then I went on and did a shit ton of work yesterday, moving stuff, cleaning stuff and moving stuff, whatnot. And then to find out that he did take it to the court, and I've been officially served, but I didn't have to wait to serve because I had the papers and just signed them when he signed his. So he could have had his stuff notarized and taken it to the court and then have the court serve me and then I sign it and take it back. But why do all that when I was sitting right there? But here's the really funny thing. There's so many like funny little synchronicities about this whole process we've been going through. We're standing in the UPS store and waiting for the notary was getting all of his stamps in order and his books filled in and stuff before and they have like music or radio sound songs playing in the background, and I keep forgetting to look up exactly which song it is because I'm not a big enough fan to know the songs by name, but appropriately enough, it was that Adele song, that like classic Adele breakup song, the like I hope life does you well, or I again, I don't know. But and I started giggling like I very inappropriate. Cuz right about I think I started giggling right after the notary asked us like what, because he has to fill in like what the legal forms are for that he's notarizing in his little notary book, and we busted out with their divorce papers. And then that's when I realized when we both said divorce papers that it was an Adele song, and it was like the classic breakup Adele song that's out there. And that's when I said divorce papers, and then I started laughing totally inappropriately. And then he kind of looks at me like, what are you doing? So then as we're walking out, I'm like, I know you probably didn't notice because you even less of an Adele fan than I am probably. Uh, Not that I'm not a fan. Uh, okay, nobody come at me for not loving Adele. I think Adele's amazing. I just there's very few artists that I can name the names of their songs by heart. Even some of my musicians that I am like real diehard fans, I'm like, I know the song, couldn't tell you the name of it, that kind of thing. But anyway, I knew my husband did not know this Adele song, other than it's on the radio or was on music all the time, kind of thing. Anyway, and I'm like, it's that Adele breakup song. And he's like, oh, okay, because yeah. Anyway, um, so that happened. So we're officially filed for divorce. And I've been just so damn busy. And maybe that's his reasoning for doing it right now, so that we have other things to focus on and we're not focusing on the fact that we're dissolving a 32-year marriage. That could very well be it. Even if that's not his conscious reasoning for doing it this way, it's probably a pretty good reason. I mean, it's pretty good outcome. It's going to work out, because we're not sitting around focusing on the fact that our marriage is going away. But this weekend is going to be another story. We're going to be with our kids. We're going to be with his family and our nieces and nephews and his siblings. None of my family, but and so he's going to be telling. I don't know who he's going to be telling. Again, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and try not to drink too much so my mouth doesn't get going at this wedding, and maybe use my knee. I'm usually the one you had to drag out at the last minute at the end of the party, because I love parties and I love people, and I love my niece that's getting married and all my nieces and nephews that are going to be there. But this has been a big 2 weeks in my life, so probably I probably will be able to get out of there and use my knee as a reason why I have to go home early. So I'm bummed because we're going to be right there on the west coast of Michigan, and not going to go to the lake at all. And I miss the lake, the beach. We will be going up to my in-laws, and they live on a lake, not the lake. If you're from Michigan or been in northern Michigan, you'll know what that means. Lots of little lakes in northern Michigan, but it's not one of the Great Lakes. If you're on the lake, which if you're on the west side of the state is Lake Michigan. If you're on the east side of the state, it's Lake Huron. And if you're way the frick up there, it's Lake Superior. If you're on Lake Erie, I just apologize that you have to live wherever you are, that you're on Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario doesn't actually touch Michigan. So anyway, but we'll get out on the boat is my point. So that'll be nice. I hope Saturday night we'll get out on my father-in-law's pontoon boat, get some cocktails in us. And then Steve can tell them we're getting a divorce, and they can throw me overboard, and I will haunt that lake for the rest of my for the rest of eternity, and it will make for a great campfire story. Or we come back here and life goes on, just not married and not part of that family anymore.